Hey YouTube, this is Kristen. I feel co-conscious with different parts of me, parts I haven't mentioned. A part that I call Dark Moon Kristen because I don't know what to call that part, but it's definitely a different phase of myself that I relate my depression to. And I think that some of that is coming from having opened up this week for the first time about my traumas in more detail. I had vaguely mentioned what they were prior to now, but never the extent of what it really was. And I'm a little emotional. So I'm making this vlog to update how I'm doing through the progress of integration and of opening up about trauma. I feel emotional. I feel like this story can't be my story. That's not my family. I feel that way about the trauma itself and about the responses that I've gotten later in life from the people that I do know are support network. And although I can say that I do have, a family member, one of the closest, that not in all traumas, but in my childhood traumas, they are very understanding. Not, they're very much, they don't tell me it didn't happen, and they, assure the actions that would have been taken had I been more open back then, and that's a relief. But that person wasn't so helpful during going over my adult traumas that happened at age 19, which is, in my mind, a very big one. And so I think there's still some upset feelings about their response to that trauma, but it's something I'm working through. I'm trying to forgive and understand that people can't really understand the seriousness or the implications of that on me, but they're trying, and this person is coming around a lot, and it's been someone that I can call and go to. But I know not too often, because they deal with their own health issues and concerns, and they don't really want any drama in their life. And I just feel that, like, today I was supposed to go visit home, and it was supposed to be today or tomorrow. I left it kind of open-ended and kind of was like, I think I'll do today. And I took my medicine too late and woke up half asleep, very much half asleep, like not like kind of groggy, but like that irritable half asleep feeling, kind of the irritation and dread, and saying I don't think I can come today in time. It's a 2-hour drive, and I would have had to shower and prepare. It's this person's birthday, so prepare their birthday card and gift, which I hadn't prepared because yesterday I ended up needing a nap, and I dealt with guilt and shame about that need. I feel guilt and shame about my needs a lot of the time, and apparently in therapy yesterday, I was also told that I apparently feel negative, whether I'm feeling good or bad. Like, I'm negative about, oh, well, I had a good day, but blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I never saw that before. It's something I'm trying to think about. How could I be negative about when I'm doing good and when I'm doing bad? And I said, it opened me up. I started seeing a lot of feelings that I didn't know that I had. That, well, I feel unworthy of the good, I feel, I actually said that I don't feel any self-value. I don't see why anybody would like me for who I really am, and that I don't see worth in what I'm doing, that I feel like I've failed at everything, and I think that's feelings that come with having to take time out to heal. Is I've had to take time off of going forward in my business and really doing much of anything, but managing the household, and sometimes I'm not so great at that, and managing my self-care, and sometimes I'm not so great at that, and I'm just really feeling the presence of my depressed side, and I don't know if it's me or if it's this altered dark moon Kristen, because it feels sudden, but it could be because I've opened up about my trauma. Opening up about that to my therapist and to my husband for the first time, I got very good responses, supportive, but there's some sense of it being more real now, and of the questions in my mind of, am I tainted, am I ruined, being more of a felt emotion, whether I believe that or not, more of a felt emotion, as if my feelings believe it. I'm just struggling. I admit that, I didn't know if I would make a video to share that I was struggling. It's hard for me to be that open on the worldwide internet, but a part of why I'm doing this channel is to show the true face of my diagnosis and what comes with it, and not only the interesting times that I switch into a positive me or optimistic me or spiritual me, but the times that I struggle and switch. My dog's right here, he's so cute. And switch into the depressed sides. And so I'm really I'm struggling a little bit. I feel anxious, so I'm gonna take my anxiety medication. I feel like I could have a panic attack. I was listening to the audiobook, The Body Keeps the Score, but it seems to be a little much for me. I know I have things to do today to prepare for tomorrow, and I have to get out of the house, bring my husband some sheets to his office. And I feel shut down. And I feel like hiding, but I feel like I need something to help me. Like, I can't help myself. I feel like I need, breathwork and yoga and all these things, and I don't have the energy to do it. I've called myself to action to go on a walk, and I think I'm gonna make myself do that today. Go on a walk. I don't know what time. I might procrastinate it. I'm gonna do some yoga, but I feel that doing yoga is gonna embody some of these darker emotions, and that's what I get sometimes with yoga, is I really feel myself. And I know I might just need to be with myself and cry, and I can't always wait for someone else to relieve the tension. I can't always wait for that next phone call to a friend or for my husband, or it can't always be letting it out to someone else, but that I have to sit with it myself. And that's really hard to do, to be alone and to sit with trauma memories, and to sit with the shame and low worth that I feel, and to not try to change it, but to actually feel it. That task seems like I might fall into this bottomless pit of depression, and I'm trying not to numb out as far as I am smoking too many cigarettes because I'm anxious. That's why I'm going to take my anxiety meds, but I'm trying not to numb out somehow by retail therapy or by being tempted to call my psychiatrist to up my antidepressant. Trying to realize that I feel this way this week clearly after opening up. And that's just how it is, and these are feelings that I have to face and I have to sit with. I have to do my practice with, and I have to start doing the work and choose to do my breathing exercises and my yoga and presence practices and sit with those feelings and be willing to cry it out, and to maybe not have anyone there in the immediate moment to help. But making this video helps a little bit, just sharing how I feel. I'm really holding back crying or anything like that. I don't want to be a blubbery mess. I think that that's something I'm going to have to do in my yoga. So that's my plan, is as the sheets finish drying, I'm going to do some movement and yoga and be present, not label what I feel. And if the feelings really hit like a tidal wave, let them out. And accept that today just might be that day. I might not have an escape. I might not need an altar to switch in to cheer me up and to detach. That I can feel it. But I also feel on the verge of switching today more than usual. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. I'm not sure if there's going to be a moment that it gets too deep that I switch, and a part of me is uncomfortable switching because I share co-consciousness and it seems like I'm in a dream and something has taken over my body, but then I also feel all the emotions and feelings of that altar. But I'm a meditation teacher and I have this level of awareness. You know, I'm not totally amnesiac or blacked out when it happens, and it's hard on me to switch, even though they feel better and I get the benefit of feeling more spiritually in tune or feeling more gratitude. I also feel that I've just switched off from my real feelings and am using a coping mechanism of dissociative identity disorder. So it's hard to see. It's hard. It just seems hard today. So yeah, I just wanted to share the truth of where I'm at right now. I think that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching if you've watched. I'm on Facebook if anyone ever wants to add me as Alea Ether, E-T-H-E-R, and Instagram as the Ether System. I try to post positive things. I don't actually get that candid and post a lot of how I'm feeling, but I'm gonna start using the support groups as an asset for that. I think I might do that today. I think reaching out a little bit to a support group would be good. So I think I'll post, I don't know, post something. Maybe post this video on my Facebook. So anyway, if you sat through this, thanks for being present with me. I appreciate it, and this was my attempt to share a real look inside of dissociative identity disorder and the path of integration.